Tell everybody your name.
My name is Reverend Tara Martin.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Tara is one of our partners in ministry, and we do a lot of work here at Sandtown Winchester Academy, as well as the Sandtown Winchester community. And no one is exempt from the violence that takes place here in Baltimore. But after you hear her testimony today, you'll know that God does protect his own. And so tell us what happened, because you had a brush with violent behavior here in the Sandtown Winchester community.
Yes. So last Wednesday, as I was coming out of the school, I saw a young man crossing the street. I saw that he was talking to himself. He was not on a cell phone. He was aggressively talking to himself. He was cursing. He then stopped at my vehicle, which I normally park in the same spot every day. He stopped there. I saw that he was going into the front of his pants. I prayed to God that he was scratching himself. But when he went into his pants, he pulled out a gun. And then he turned around and pulled the gun on me. I, at the time, just said, Jesus. And then I hid in the street behind one of the teacher's vehicles. I told the Lord at that time, not today, Lord, meaning that I was not ready to die today. He then started pointing the gun at the school building. We do have 2 after-school programs here. And he also turned around and started pointing the gun at the cars that were going by. Additionally, before I got into the street and hid behind one of the teacher's vehicles, 3 of my 8th grade students were walking down the street. So they saw that I looked like I was in distress, but they also saw this young man that was pointing a gun at me, and they ran, and I hid. And this individual continued to walk down the street. He turned towards the playground of the school. I called administration, and then I called the Baltimore City Police to tell them what happened.
What was the first thing? I mean, you said that, you said, God, not today, but what was the first thing that when you saw that gun being pointed directly at you? You had very little time to react. What was the first thing really going through your mind?
Jesus. So all I do is serve, serve, serve. So in that moment, it was just, okay, Jesus, all right, I need you to cover me. But if it is my time to go, I know where I'm going. So that wasn't a concern. It was just, when I got in the street, that's when I said to the Lord, yeah, I don't really want to go today.
Well, so did you take some time off, or did you just come right back to the grind the next day?
So I came back the next day because there are a lot of things that I have to do here. Within the next few weeks, we have a lot of events that I am in charge of. So me taking off did not even make sense to me to take off the next day. I still was processing everything. It didn't even feel real to me. But as I told you when I spoke to you on the phone, he will keep you in perfect peace, is what I felt in that moment. That because my heart wasn't racing, I wasn't crying, I wasn't shaking. As I said, I was standing on the sidewalk. When the gun was pointed at me, I said, Jesus. When I was stooping down in the street behind a vehicle, I said, not today, Lord. But never during that time was I scared. And that was shocking to me after the fact, because I've never had a gun pointed at me in my life.
Well, we're just happy that you're good. We're happy that we can continue to do work in this community and help these kids, because a lot of them do need help, and without people like you in the field, a lot of these kids would just, they really would suffer. So thank you for your service. We're glad that you're great. And I'm going to start giving you pastoral counseling.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Tara. God bless you.
Yes.